Welcome back, students. In last video we are discussing about the binomial nomenclature. Now in this video we are discussing about the trinomial nomenclature. So already we know that the nomenclature means the system of naming the organism. And if you just consider trinomial, meaning of the trinomial, so the word trinomial is made up of the two different words. Tri means three, and nomial means names. Okay, so try to remember that the system of naming the organism, which is made up of three names, is known as trinomial nomenclature. Okay, so when the nomenclature system consists of the three different words or three different names for giving the scientific name to any organism, we call that system as trinomial nomenclature. So what are these three words? So the first word, that is the genus, second word which is species, and third word is subspecies. Okay. So already in last lecture we are discussing that in binomial nomenclature specifically, the binomial nomenclature which is made up of only two words, that is genus and species. Here in case of the trinomial nomenclature, it is made up of three different words. For example, genus, species, as well as the subspecies. See, this system of naming the organism with the three name, actually it consists of the subspecies, because in binomial nomenclature we already give the name to the organism by genus and species. So in addition to the genus and species, again we are giving the additional name, that is the subspecies. Okay, so similar to that of the genus and species, the subspecies is also a Latin word, or that word may be Latinized. ओके, मग जसं बायनॉमियल नॉमेनक्लेचरमध्ये जीनस आणि स्पेसिस लॅटिन होतं, लॅटिन शब्द असतात किंवा लॅटिनाइज्ड बनवले जातात. ओके, तसंच हा सबस्पेसिस पण एक तर लॅटिन असतो किंवा लॅटिनाइज्डमध्ये आपण कन्व्हर्ट करतो. ओके, सो ऑल दीज थ्री वर्ड्स, वेदर इट इज जीनस, स्पेसिस or subspecies, it is present in a Latin language, or if it is not present in the Latin language, we are going to Latinized that particular word. Okay, for example, see, if we take the example of crow, house crow, ज्याला आपण मराठीमध्ये म्हणतो कावळा. ओके, आता कावळा तर प्रत्येकाच्या ओळखीचा पक्षी आहे. सो हिअर द हाऊस क्रो, दिस इज द फर्स्ट एक्झाम्पल. The example, if we take house crow, so this house crow is the common name, that is we call it as a general name. So here the scientific name of the house crow is Corvus splendens. Okay, this is the scientific name. Actually it is the binomial name. Okay, but if you just consider the house crow which are present in India, then Pakistan, Ceylon and Burma, see, the crow remains same, but as the country changes, the characters, some character, we call them as the external morphological characters. Okay, so here the morphological characters are changed. As we know that the country, if you just consider the India and Burma, so these are the different countries, and in that countries the environmental factor, due to the environmental factor, the situation present in that country is different than one another. Okay, and since the same crow, though it is present in India, in Pakistan or in Ceylon or Burma, there are slight morphological changes. Now these slight morphological difference which are present in house crow of India and Pakistan, see, though we are different country, but actually in India and Pakistan the crow remain common, and we called it as the Corvus splendens. But the crow which is present in the Ceylon and the Burma, they shows additional characters, means slightly morphological changed characters are there. For example, if we take the 6 to 7 characters of the crow, those characters, out of those 7 characters, suppose 6 character remain same, but there is a slight change in a single character, and when there is a slight change, we consider that slight change, and as we considering that slight change, we call, or we just give the subspecies, okay, or we just named that particular crow with the subspecies due to the slight morphological difference. Okay, now what happened if we are giving the subspecies? Then what will be the name of that particular scientific name for that crow? See, the Corvus splendens is the scientific name, which remains same, but we are going to add the subspecies. So here we are adding splendens again. So Corvus splendens. Corvus is the genus. Here the splendens is the species, and again the third one, splendens, that is the subspecies. So this is the crow, name of biological or trinomial nomenclature for the house crow, which is belonging to India and Pakistan. So here the crow which is present in India, okay, or Pakistan, which is known by the scientific name, that is Corvus splendens. Okay, if the crow is present in Burma, okay, now in that case we called that crow as Corvus splendens. See, the genus and species remain same, but there is a slight change as compared with the crow which is present in India and Pakistan. There is a slight change in the crow which is present in the Burma, and since we call that house crow as Corvus splendens insolens, only the subspecies changes. See, insolens is the subspecies, and the name insolens is given to that particular crow due to the presence of a specific character, and that character is not observed in the crow which are present in India and Pakistan. Okay, now if we are considering the crow from Ceylon, the scientific name of that crow is Corvus splendens. See, the Corvus splendens means genus and species remain same, but we are naming that crow by another subspecies, and that subspecies is the Protegatus. So the scientific name of the crow which is present in Ceylon is known as Corvus splendens Protegatus. See here what happened, all the crow, whether they are from India, Pakistan, Burma or Ceylon, they possesses common genus and species, but there is a change in subspecies. Why the subspecies changes? As the morphological character is changed. Okay, additional or something is different, and when at least single character is different, morphological character, we are going to give the subspecies. See, the method of trinomial nomenclature is observed only in zoology. It is not present in botany, means we are not labeled that particular any particular plant, like this way. We are only naming the animals. Okay, only animals are possesses subspecies. प्लांट्समध्ये सबस्पेसीज नाही आहे. प्लांट्समध्ये आपण कोणती सिस्टीम वापरतो? ओनली अँड ओनली वी आर यूजिंग द binomial nomenclature in case of plants, but in case of naming the animals we are using both the methods. It depends. Okay, so we either used the binomial nomenclature or we use the trinomial nomenclature. And when we are just shifted towards the trinomial nomenclature, we are in case of subspecies. When we are going to give the subspecies in animals, we are using the subspecies, but when subspecies we use in case of trinomial nomenclature. So in animals, either we name the animal by binomial nomenclature, and in case of some additional morphological character, we are going to give the subspecies name, that is the trinomial nomenclature. See, it is similar to that of the example. Okay, I will give you one example. Suppose in your class one person is there. Okay, for example, if we are taking a common name, something, for example, A is the first name, C is the surname. This is the first name, this is the surname. So if we are taking the first name and the surname or the main name, and here the B is the middle name. Okay, A, suppose the name of that particular person, B means the name, father's name, and C is the surname. Sometimes what happened, the first name and the last name remain same. See, first name and the last name remain same, but the middle name changes, and that both the person, for example A, D, C, this is the person first, this is person second. So in case of person first, the first name and the last name in both the cases are same, but the middle name is different. And since depending on the middle name means father's name, okay, depending on the different father's name, we are going to identify both these persons. जरी त्यांचं नाव, स्वतःचं नाव आणि सरनेम हे सारखं असलं तरी त्यांच्या वडिलांचं नाव मात्र वेगवेगळं असणार आहे. मग ह्या सिच्युएशनमध्ये आपण काय करू, त्यांच्या वडिलांच्या नावांवरनं त्यांना डिफरन्शिएट करणार आहे. मग ज्यावेळेला ते दोन पर्सनला त्यांच्या वडिलांच्या नावावरनं आपण डिफरन्शिएट करू शकतो, तसंच आपण इथे करणार आहे कॉर्वस स्प्लेंडेन्स. म्हणजे त्यांचं जीनस आणि स्पेसिस जरी सेम आहे तरी सबस्पेसिस मात्र डिफरंट आहे. ओके, सो दिस इज अबाउट दी trinomial nomenclature. Okay, in the next video we learn about the rules and recommendation for the nomenclature, whether it is a binomial nomenclature or trinomial nomenclature. Okay, there are certain rules and recommendations and we have to follow it. So we will study it in the next video. Thank you.